Hi everybody, it's Paul here from Trekitt with Harry as usual, and today we are perched above the rather beautiful Usk Valley overlooking the Black Mountains. It's a kind of damp, murky, cold winter's day, and I'm here today to talk to you about this rather lovely mountain equipment Xeros jacket. I'm going to tell you what it is, what it's made from, what its features are, what it's good for. I'm going to give you all the facts and none of the flannel, so stay tuned right to the end to get to know all you need to do, So stay tuned right to the end to get to know this fabulous jacket in all its glorious detail. Okay, so before I start prattling on about all the techie stuff, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you hit the little bell icon, you'll get notifications as soon as we post any new videos. So, what is the Mountain Equipment Xeros jacket? It is a beautiful jacket designed for active use in winter conditions on alpine ascents, on UK's kind of Scottish winter, North Wales winter, anywhere where you're going to be moving fast in the mountains and you need protection from the elements. It's windproof, it's highly breathable, it's very lightweight, it's warm, it's incredibly compressible. It's probably the kind of perfect winter mountain walking, mountaineering jacket because of those protective elements provided by a Gore-Tex Infinium membrane outer. Mountain Equipment have also used really high quality down in here. There's 140 grams of it in this particular jacket, but I'll go into that in more detail a bit later. So it is basically a super lightweight, super compressible, highly weather resistant jacket, perfect for sort of active mountain users. So what is it made from? Well, there's an awful lot going on inside this jacket, so we're going to break it down into kind of its component parts just to give you a real full understanding of what's going on in the jacket. And I'll start with the insulation. So Mountain Equipment have filled the Xeros jacket with 140 grams of 800 fill power Russian goose down, which is about the best you can get because those geese in Russia know how to keep themselves warm, I can tell you. It's pretty brassic up there, and the down is also ethically sourced. It meets Mountain Equipment's own down codex, which is a program that traces the down right to source to ensure that the birds have been well cared for, ethically sourced, it's sustainable, etc. So you can be absolutely sure that you're getting a really good, ethical, high quality, sustainable source of down from the coldest regions in the world where these geese live and produce the most beautiful, fluffy, fine filamented down that is exceptional at insulation. So all that down, that's really impressive. You know, you've got that beautiful down in here keeping you warm, but the way that Mountain Equipment have constructed the jacket makes it extra special. It really optimizes and maximizes the performance of that beautiful down. So what they've done is they've developed a new way of making down jackets. It's called Firestorm construction. And Firestorm construction was evolved out of the real world needs of high altitude climbers and mountaineers who were finding they were pushing really technical routes at altitude in extreme conditions. So the climbing was getting more technical, but the jackets were still kind of heavy, bulky, hard to move in, not breathable enough, not protective enough. So they approached Mountain Equipment and worked together over many years to develop this Firestorm construction. Now there's a really interesting article on Mountain Equipment's website about this. Harry will put a link in the description, and I would urge you to go and read it because it just reinforces the amount of development work and the amount of effort that people like Mountain Equipment put into these products. They don't just think, oh, let's make a down jacket and flog a load of them. They actually want to make products that are technologically advanced. They want to make products that meet the demands of modern climbers who are climbing and on expeditions in extreme parts of the world. So if you're buying this jacket, you are getting years and years and years of experience and knowledge built in, baked into this jacket. Okay, just in case you were wondering if this was a different jacket and you'd somehow flipped to a different video, no, this is still the Mountain Equipment Xeros jacket. I've just turned it inside out to show you how much work and effort goes into these things, and it's all part of that Firestorm construction. So all of the baffles in here are all stitched through, again, to keep the weight and keep the bulk to an absolute minimum, but they've used different shapes and styles of baffle throughout the jacket to maximise the performance of the down, to allow it to loft better and to stop it creeping around. So through the kind of the main body in the back, you've got those standard channels. Under the arms, you've got little micro baffles. Over the top of the shoulders, you've got square baffles, and over the top of the arms here. And that's all designed to keep the down in place, stop it moving around, to maximise the insulation and to gain that extra 20% of performance that you get from Firestone construction. So yeah, it's, to be honest, it's not very warm this way round, but it's not designed to be. And you can also see the Gore Infinium fabric where it rolls over inside the hem and inside the cuffs and inside the hood. Yeah, so it's the same fabric on the inside of the hood as on the outside of the hood. Again, all designed to reduce moisture ingress. And whilst I've got you here, I need to ask you something. I have, from a couple of members of my team, had some very funny comments about whether I should be wearing this hat. Now, this is my favourite Welsh bobble hat. But a couple of people have said it doesn't really go with the videos. What do you think? Put your answers in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, because if you don't like it, I'll take it off. But I like it. I think it's quite Welsh. And then on the outside of the jacket, to protect the down, because down is notoriously bad in wet conditions. Now, admittedly, if you're climbing or expeditioning at altitude, it's generally not wet, it's just freezing, cold, you get snow. But obviously, Mountain Equipment recognises that these jackets are going to be used all around the world in all kinds of different situations. So they've put on the outside of the jacket a Gore Infinium outer with a 10D nylon face fabric. Now, Gore Infinium basically uses the same type of EPTFE membrane that you find in your Gore Pro Shell hard shell jackets, you know, that absolutely impervious to water membrane. But Gore Infinium kind of strips the membrane back a little bit. There's less components involved, so it's not guaranteed 100% waterproof, but you can take my word for it that you would have to try incredibly hard to get wet in this jacket. You would have to stand here in tipping down rain for hours on end for any moisture to get through. But technically, as far as a guarantee is concerned, it's not 100% waterproof. But the membrane is incredibly breathable because ME have stripped it back so much, made it lighter and bonded it to that lightweight face fabric. The breathability is far in excess of anything you would get in a waterproof hardshell jacket. So you're kind of trading off absolute waterproofness in favour of maximum breathability, but with still really good protection against the elements. And then to top it all off, just to finish off the face fabric, ME have applied a DWR, which is working beautifully in this light rain. It's a treatment applied to the face fabric, which makes light rain, snow, any moisture basically roll up, bead off. You can shake the jacket dry, and you can replenish that because it will diminish over time. Just use something like the Nikwax or the Granger spray-on products to replenish the DWR. So it's that combination of the Firestorm construction around the baffle configuration inside the jacket with the Gore Infinium outer that makes this jacket so much warmer than an equivalent jacket with 140 grams of 800 fill power down in it. Allegedly 20% warmer with a absolute minimal increase in weight in bulk. So it's kind of genius. It's just like brilliant. And actually it's kind of the perfect jacket for UK use. It's just started raining a little bit here. Harry might get a bit precious about his camera in a minute and turn it off, but you know, we'll keep going. But this is going to cope with it. It's fine. It's brilliant. Perfect jacket. And then on the inside of the jacket, the lining fabric, this rather attractive royal blue in this case. Ta-da! I'm going to do this back up because it's a bit chilly. So the lining fabric is a lightweight, again, a lightweight nylon designed to glide really easily over layers. It feels fabulous on. It moves really easily with you, and it also enhances the breathability, so it pulls that moisture through, away from your body, helping the jacket to breathe and feel comfortable to maintain the warmth and the insulation inside. So yeah, really, really nice, silky smooth, highly breathable, lightweight lining fabric. Okay, let's go through the features. This is designed, like I said, as a mountaineering and a climbing jacket primarily. So it has got their Super Alpine HC hood, HC helmet compatible. So it will fit nice and easily over helmet or cinch down if you've got a Wales themed beanie on, for instance. Got full draw cords at the side, and then at the back you've got a little Velcro adjuster just to pull a little bit of the volume out, like I said, if you just got it over your beanie or over your head. And the nice thing about it as well, it's got a really high collar. We'll do some close-ups of that. So when you've got it up, you've got the hood up, you can really close it right down to a really small aperture if the conditions are horrendous, just to really seal you inside the jacket. And then moving down, you've got a YKK molded zip, one of those kind of zips that's going to run nice and easily in freezing conditions, and you get a real little popper at the bottom. I'm a big fan of these little poppers at the bottom of zips because it means that you can open the zip from the top and the bottom, ventilate if you're getting a bit warm but without the jacket flapping around. Really nice feature. So two-way YKK molded zip. And then storage wise, you get two hand pockets, again zipped with nice big cord pullers on here, so if you've got gloves or mitts on, you can easily get those open, and they're plenty big enough for hands, funnily enough, but also hats and gloves, maps, bits and pieces like that. Up on the chest, you've got a smaller pocket here. Admittedly, this is a little difficult to get your hand in because actually the backing of it is the back of the Infinium fabric, and it's a little bit kind of tacky almost because of that EPTFE membrane. So just store lightweight things in there, maybe a good spot to put your mobile phone. And then inside you've got two internal dump pockets. Great place for stashing water bottles in freezing conditions, stop them freezing up, or putting damp gloves and things like that just to warm them through a little bit to help get them back nice and warm before you put your hands on them. You've got articulated sleeves, plenty of movement in the sleeves, pre-bent, so again for climbing and moving, nice and easy to move in. And at the end of the sleeves you've got simple elasticated cuffs, and again part of that Firestorm construction is to turn the elastication inboard so the insulation rolls right over the top of the back of your hand, keeping the wrist area lovely and warm, but they're still sealing out the drafts and also stretchy enough to get over gloves, mitts, etc. And then right down at the bottom you've got Mount Equipment's genius dual tether draw cord. So basically you've got one draw cord which runs from here round to the back, and then you've got another draw cord which runs from here round to the front. So you can tighten up the back and the front independently. There's the back tightened. Bing! Front is loose. Slacken them off, or you can tighten the front. Bing! Or slacken them off. And you'll notice that the cords are separate. There's no loop joining the two cords together, and that's intentional because you don't want to be catching the end of your ice axe in there, or a walking pole, or your fingers when you're climbing. So they're open, no closed loop, so you can't catch things on them. So that's pretty much it. That is the excuse me, that is the feature set of the Mountain Equipment Xeros jacket. So, okay, how does it fit? Help you give you some idea around sizing, etc. I am 6'3", I've got a 42-inch chest, 34-inch waist, and this is a size UK large. Fit is lovely. Thank you very much, Mountain Equipment. Really, really nice fit. It's not too big and baggy. There's enough room in here for additional layers. So for your information, I have got my Arc'teryx Sartoro kind of, heavyweight base layer. I've got a Mountain Equipment switch jacket, which I generally always wear. It's my favourite thing. And that's what I've got under here. So that's kind of the layering that I would use if I was going to be active. But having said that, stood around here in the drizzly cold rain on the side of a Welsh mountain, I'm perfectly warm. It's a really toasty jacket, and you do notice actually how it kind of holds the heat better than a jacket without this Gore Infinium on the outside. It really does help to keep the warm inside the jacket. So yeah, you could squeeze another layer underneath. There's plenty of room around the arms. The arms are plenty long enough. I have got exceptionally long arms, so if they're long enough for me, they're definitely going to be long enough for you. And then the length in the body, as you can see, comes down to kind of hand pocket on trouser level, and drop down at the back, just coming down over my bum. So a really nice, easy, not too techy, but not too baggy, just a really comfortable fit. It feels fabulous on. Yeah, just really nice. Where does it fit in the layering system? Harry and I have literally just agreed that this is an easy one to answer because it goes on the outside. This jacket has been designed primarily as an outer jacket because of that highly protective Gore Infinium outer fabric to shrug off the elements, so you can wear this over your standard layers as an outer jacket. Having said that, if it is really, really, really horrible, you could throw a shell over the top of this and it would work as a mid layer, as a layering, insulating layering piece, because it is so breathable as well. But primarily an outer layer. Also works superbly as a belay jacket, so if you find yourself stationary for a long period of time in cold conditions, sat at the bottom of a belay waiting for your partner to thrutch up some awkward crux move, you can throw this over the top of everything that you're wearing to provide that extra layer of protection and insulation. So versatile, but primarily an outer jacket. Okay, that is the quite lovely Mountain Equipment Xeros jacket. It features their fantastic Firestorm construction, and like I said earlier, please do go to Emmy's website, follow the link that Harry will put in, and read up on that Firestorm story. It just proves just how good Mountain Equipment are at making stuff, basically, and the lengths they go to ensure that the stuff they make is fit for purpose. It's very warm. It's got just the right amount of insulation for kind of active winter use in the mountains, but it also would be an ideal coat for just kind of everyday UK use because of that massive weather protection provided by the Gore Infinium outer fabric. It's lightweight, it'll pack down teeny tiny. Oh, having said that, I forgot to mention earlier, sorry Harry, there's a little stuff sack in the pocket. So, you know, it'll pack down really tiny, go into your rucksack and, you know, take up virtually no room, whip it out when you need it. So a massively versatile jacket with brilliant weather protection, superb breathability and some ingenious construction techniques. So thanks very much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. If you've liked this video, give us a thumbs up, or even better, stick some comments in the section below. And if you like what we do and you like our videos, subscribe to our channel, hit that little bell icon, make sure you're kept up to date with all of the videos that we pump out on a regular basis. So thanks for watching. See you again soon. Toodaloo.